Passing the buck. Mastering English idioms. Hello, language enthusiasts. Today, we'll unravel the essence of a widely used English idiom, pass the buck. This phrase might sound simple, but it carries a punch in conversations. Stay tuned as we explore its origins, meaning, and how to use it effectively in everyday English. The phrase, pass the buck, is a metaphorical expression used to describe the act of shifting responsibility or blame from oneself to someone else. It's like saying, it's not my problem, it's theirs. But where does this intriguing phrase come from? Let's dive in. The term, buck, in this idiom has a fascinating history. It originates from the world of poker, where a marker or a buck was used to indicate the person whose turn it was to deal. If a player didn't want to deal, they could pass the buck to the next player. Over time, this concept of avoiding a task or responsibility found its way into everyday language. Now that you know what it means and where it comes from, how do you use pass the buck in your daily conversations? Here are some examples. 1. In the workplace, when the project failed, the manager tried to pass the buck to his team, avoiding any blame. 2. In personal relationships, don't pass the buck. Tom, if you forgot our anniversary, it's your responsibility, not the calendar's fault. Remember, using idioms like pass the buck can add color and depth to your English conversations, making them more vibrant and relatable. While pass the buck often has a negative connotation, it's not always used to criticize. Sometimes, it's simply a neutral way to describe the delegation of tasks or responsibilities. Understanding the context is key to using this idiom correctly. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the idiom, pass the buck. Remember, mastering idioms is a great way to enrich your English and sound more like a native speaker. Keep practicing, and don't hesitate to pass the buck of learning to us through our videos. See you next time.